Okay, hello everyone. So we are from Group H with me, Ratu, Arpin, Nasyia, Tiara, and Juliadi. So today our group would like to present the result of our mini project. So the mini project that we are developing here to focus our of English lesson to enhance students' vocabulary through a structured lesson plan and interactive Moodle quiz. And we are focusing on daily activities or daily routines and the topic chosen for the relevance to students' experience and practical application. Okay, move to the first speakers is Tiara.
Okay, thank you for moderator. So this time I will explain the supporting theory section in making our project that is in accordance with the topic we are discussing about daily activity vocabulary learning. So first we use the communicative language teaching or CLT theory by Richard and Rogers. So CLT is a language teaching approach that prioritizes communication as the main goal and learning method. This approach emphasizes the use of language in real-life context to develop student ability to interact meaningfully rather than just focusing on grammar or memorization. So the relevance of this theory to this project, especially this model quiz, is that the activity of student reading the text daily activity in post-activity stage is aligned with CLT by requiring students to use vocabulary in meaningful sentence. In addition, it is focused on daily activity vocabulary and so students acquire language relevant to their personal experience. Fostering practical communication skills. Furthermore, the use of image in the quiz caters to the visual learning style predominant among teenage students. And according research by Stockwell 2013 on mobile assisted language learning also support that digital tools like Moodle enhance student intrinsic motivation. This is evident in the varied quiz design like multiple choice, fill in the blank, or quiz and true or false, which reduce monotony and encourage participation. So I think that's all of my explanation, but back to the moderator. In addition, it is focused on daily activity vocabulary and so students acquire language relevant to their personal experience. Fostering practical communication skills.
Okay, the next speaker is Juliadi.
Okay, thank you, moderator. The next is team rules. For 2 weeks, the team focused on identifying language issue, designing lesson plan with appropriate learning activities, and preparing report. Arpin, as the learning plan developer, create smart learning objective, design the flow of learning activities, review English curriculum element, develop descriptive lesson plan, and revise with the team. The next, Tiara. Tiara as learning activity designer, design two type of activity. Create visual storyboard, evaluate how activity support learning objective, prepare activity description for report and representation. The next is Ratu. Ratu as a leader, coordinator, and model developer, creating and distributing project timeline, leading discussion on relevant language issue, compiling reference list, and summarize first week decision. The next is Nasyia. Nasyia as report writer wrote the background section on learning English in the digital age, developed the framework section describing the LMS approach and contextualized learning, document and method in the first week, collaborate on revision and preparation. And the next is as PPT designer and visual support, create layout and style guide, design opening slide, adapt lesson plan content into a visual format, design supporting visual element, and collaborate with the team to harmonize content and design. That's all from me. Back to moderator.
Okay, move to the next speaker is Arpin.
Okay, thank you, moderator. I would like to present a result lesson plan that we created before. So our topic is daily activities for 8th grade junior high school students. And this lesson is designed for 45 minutes blended learning session using Moodle as a platform. So for the course information, this lesson is for English subject, focusing on vocabulary related to daily activities. And the title of the activity is My Daily Activities Vocabulary Learning. And the main platform we are using is Moodle. And also the Moodle feature we are focusing on is the quiz activity. Next, first point is learning objective. This lesson is for in the in the learning objective section. The learning objectives are for students to recognize and understand vocabulary about daily activities. In addition, they are also expected to be able to use the vocabulary in simple sentences and be able to answer question related to vocabulary appropriately. Next, materials. For materials, we provide vocabulary lists such as waking up, brushing teeth, going to school, and so on. So we also use illustration to help students understand the word visually. In addition, there are example sentences so that students know how to for practice and assessment. Next, language focus. The language focus is vocabulary. So students learn to recognize words, match meanings, and use them in context. We use simple phrase, and for the text types, we use simple phrase and sentences because it is adapted to the 8th grade level. Next, teaching and learning activities. So in the learning activities are divided into three stages. First, pre-activity, second, while activity, and finally post-activity. For pre-activity is for 10 minutes. The teacher start with like questions such as, what do you usually do in the morning? And then teacher show pictures of daily activities. The second, while activities is for 13 minutes. So the teacher introduced 10 new vocabulary words, and then the student matched the pictures with the words and take the quiz on the Moodle. And the last was activity for 5 minutes. So the teacher displayed quiz result in general, discusses the question that are often wrong, and asks students to make one sentence from the newly learned vocabulary. Next point is assessment. Next, Nasya. For assessment, we use formative assessment through model quizzes. It consists of 10 multiple choice question and 5 pictures matching question. For the score is divided into 3, 85 to 100 is very good, 70 to 84 is good enough, below 70 needs repetition. And also feedback will appear automatically from Moodle and also be explained verbally by the teachers. Next, media and tools. So media and tool is important. Used are pictures of daily activities, student laptops or cell phones, Moodle LMS, and also internet connection. All these tools support online or blended learning. Next, follow-up activities. Next. After the activity, students who have not reached the maximum score can retake the quiz. In addition, there is an additional task of writing 5 sentences about daily activities using the vocabulary they have learned. And the last, notes for the teachers. And finally, notes for the teacher. Teachers should make sure all students can log into Moodle. And then the pictures and vocabulary are appropriate. Use a language that is easy to understand. And if there is not enough time, the quiz can be used as homework. I think that's all. Thank you.
Okay, the next speaker is Juliadi.
Okay, thank you, moderator. The next is team rules. For 2 weeks, the team focused on identifying language issue, designing lesson plan with appropriate learning activities, and preparing report. Arpin, as the learning plan developer, create smart learning objective, design the flow of learning activities, review English curriculum element, develop descriptive lesson plan, and revise with the team. The next, Tiara. Tiara as learning activity designer, design 2 type of activity. Create visual storyboard, evaluate how activity support learning objective, prepare activity description for report and representation. The next is Ratu. Ratu as a leader, coordinator, and model developer. Creating and distributing project timeline, leading discussion on relevant language issue, compiling reference list, and summarize first week decision. The next is Nasyia. Nasyia as report writer wrote the background section on learning English in the digital age, develop the framework section describing the LMS approach and contextualized learning, document and method in the first week, collaborate on revision and preparation. And the next is as PPT designer and visual support, create layout and style.
Okay, thank you. So for the next topic is about the result Moodle activity of LMS will be delivered by me. So in here, we use Unja LMS for our lesson. So we divided our lesson into 2 sessions. And for the first session is we are focused on going on giving students enough materials to study and explore by themselves. So we use several features in LMS. For the first is course reading. So there's two types materials in here. So for the first is main material book. So it's about daily activities, and the second is a vocabulary book. And move to the next features that we use in Moodle or LMS is teacher presentation files. So in here, we create a PowerPoint presentation about daily activities vocabulary. And it includes with example of daily activities text. And at the end of the slides, there is some glossary about the vocabulary that appears in the text. Okay, the next features that we use is video watching link. So in here, there's an activity where the student will watch a video before they start the quiz activity. Okay, move to the next slide. Okay, this is the section 2. So in this section, we are focused more on student participation and practice. So there is attendance to check our students, and then the second is quiz platform. So in here, there is two types of quiz. For the first is multiple choice. So there is 10 items of multiple choice. And the second is matching items. So there is 5 item in matching items. So this is the quiz is fun and helps students review and remember the vocabulary in a more engaging way. So it's simple way to check our student understanding without making them stress. Okay, that's all the activity that we are developed in LMS. Move to the next speaker is Nasyia.
Okay, moderator, thank you. Okay, I like to explain our summary of our project. This project aims to change the vocabulary master 8th grade student in junior high school by using the topic of daily routine, which is close to their everyday life. The, our team developed a lesson plan and create an interactive quiz with the title My Daily Activity Vocabulary Learning through the Moodle platform. The quiz consists of various question types such as multiple choice, matching, and fill in the blank, encouraging students to understand the meaning and use of vocabulary in a more contextual manner, based on the communicative language teaching theory, dual coding theory, and the concept of mobile access language learning. This project demonstrates that technology integration and effective and engaging support vocabulary learnings. I think that's all. Back to the moderator.
Okay, thank you all of the members for the explanation. So that's all for our group result of this mini project presentation. Okay, thank you.